All right, last topic, Fabric Data Factory, mirroring. Mirroring now supports replicating source schemas. Mirroring in Fabric now includes the ability to replicate source schemas. When data is mirrored from various types of sources, the source schema hierarchy is maintained in the mirrored database. This ensures that data remains consistently organized across different services, allowing it to be consumed using the same logic and SQL Analytics endpoint, Spark notebooks, semantic models, and other references to the data. Data column mapping support for mirroring is now available. The mirroring functionality in Fabric has been updated to support delta column mapping. This feature allows delta tables to include spaces and special characters in their column names. With this enhanced capabilities, columns with spaces or special characters in their names can now be accurately replicated from source databases to mirrored databases. Integrating SAP data into open mirroring. DAV has announced support for open mirroring within the SAP ecosystem. With over 20 years of experience in SAP Analytics, DAV provides a range of analytics solutions covering various business areas such as accounting and procurement. Let's jump into a demo by Wilson Lee for open mirroring.
Starting right from my Fabric homepage, I'll create a new item. Here, I can see all of my data sources: SQL Database, Cosmos DB, and Databricks in preview, and Snowflake generally available. And soon you will see our two new sources, SQL Server and PostgreSQL. But now we have a powerful new option, and that is Mirror Database, our open mirroring functionality. Let's go ahead and click and select New Mirror Database. From there, we'll give it a name and hit Create. Now, let's go ahead and show some of the inside mechanics of how open mirroring will work. I have some orders data saved as a CSV file on my desktop. If I go to my folder and I open it, you'll see the rows and the headers. All I have to do is drag and drop it into the landing zone, and the file immediately shows up. Our engine immediately writes initial snapshot and change data, processing it into an analytics-ready format. And just like that, within seconds, my tables appear in OneLake on the other side. A table was generated from the CSV file. I can either go to the replication status to monitor my rows, or I can go to my SQL Analytics endpoint. Let's head to my SQL Analytics endpoint and verify that my rows have been replicated over. Right now, I'm working with around 62 rows of orders data. But as we all know, new orders are constantly being modified or created either through Python scripts or manual updates. I want to ensure every change is reflected. For example, zooming into the first row here, I notice that the order price for this row is wrong, and I need to change the price to $100,000. All I need to do is create more CSV files with only the changes. For this particular row, I have a CSV file that has one upsert. And see, the difference in these CSV files is that it's got a column here that tells us the operation of each row, like insert, update, delete. I have gone ahead and updated the price to $100,000 for this particular row. Now, let's navigate back to the landing zone and drag and drop the CSV file here, and the file in Analytics Ready format automatically shows up. And now look, the table in OneLake just got updated with these instructions. I can quickly go to my SQL Analytics endpoint and verify that the first row has indeed been updated with the correct pricing number. Let's do a couple more operations. I have another CSV file where I'm adding 5 rows. Once again, we have the column at the beginning that tells us the operation of the row, in this case, an insert. I'll go ahead again, drag and drop the file into the landing zone, and within a few seconds, I can navigate to my SQL Analytics endpoint and verify that those 5 rows have indeed been added in. And now, I realized I made a mistake, and I want to delete these rows that I've just added in. I'll just go ahead and open up another CSV file that has all of my delete operations in it, in this case, my 5 rows. I'll navigate back to my landing zone, drag and drop the file in, and then head back to my SQL Analytics endpoint. After running the SQL query, I can once again verify that my 5 rows have indeed been deleted.
Copy job. Simplify data ingestion with copy job, more connections and better usability. Copy job streamlines data ingestion, offering a seamless process from any source to any destination. Whether batch or incremental copying is required, Copy Job ensures flexibility to meet your data requirements while maintaining a straightforward and user-friendly experience. Fabric Data Factory Data Flow Gen 2. Single line ribbon in Power Query Editor. The default experience for Data Flows Gen 2 in Fabric now utilizes the ribbon in its single line mode. This ensures consistency with other features found within Microsoft Fabric. Okay, that's all for this month. Please visit our Fabric community forums at aka.ms/Fabric community. It's the best place for you to connect with others and get your questions answered. And please, please, please tell us how we're doing. We always can do better. We are listening. If you have any questions, comments, you know what to do. Post it in the comments below. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. And always, from Microsoft and myself, thanks for watching. We'll see you next month.